make it a better place.
Hey everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. Today we're going to be making these 3 cards. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a video, but we're going to dive in. We're going to make all 3 of these cards. These cards are my free card kits for when you place orders starting today and then all the way through November. So these are November card kits. This is for a $15 order. When you place a minimum order of $15 using the host code, you get this card kit. When you place a minimum order of $35, you get both of these card kits. And if your order is $50 or more, you get this. All 3 of these card kits. So let's dive in and make these. I'm going to show you exactly what you need. You'll get all the pieces to make the card. You may just need a stamp set to fill in a sentiment or stamp an image. Nothing comes stamped. So for the first card kit, you are going to get an early espresso base, which I love early espresso for Christmas. And then you're going to get one of these 3 sheets. So it'll be one of these designs. These are all really great. They're from the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. So they're great colors for Christmas. They're the red and the early espresso. So whichever one you get, you will just attach just like this. Your piece will be an entire card. Mine is just a card front. So you'll have a card base in early espresso. Then the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and do some stamping really quick. You're gonna need cherry cobbler and early espresso for most of the stamping for this month's kits. This stamp right here, Merry Christmas, is from this set. So any sentiment that you have would work. It doesn't have to be this particular sentiment, but that's the one I'm using. It says Merry Christmas. And then you're gonna get 2 little gingerbread men that look like this. Now, when I flip mine over, they're already going to be stamped, but yours will not be stamped. So in order to stamp these, you will need this stamp set, okay? So what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and I'm going to trim one of these guys down. Okay, so now we have some pieces. And then you'll also have a tiny little bow. So the next thing we're going to do is attach these 2 pieces right here. So this is an early espresso scalloped border. So now that these 2 pieces are attached, just like this, now we can take our 2 little deer right here, our little reindeer guys, and we can attach them. I'm going to use dimensionals. So we have the bow on there. Then I just added a little rhinestone, and then I'm going to take my Wink Estella pen and go over the bow and just give that bow a little bit of glitter. So that finishes up the very first card. This card kit you will get for a minimum of a $15 order. You just use the host code for the month, and then you get a free card kit. So here's the first card. So let's dive in and make the second card, which is this one right here. Move some of this stuff around. Okay, so for this one, I'm using the sentiment from this stamp set right here, but you can use any sentiment for this card. So your pieces will all come just like this. And this is a really fun one. This paper is from this designer series pack right here. It's called This Is Christmas, and it's in the annual catalog, and you actually get 24 sheets instead of 12. So you get multiple designs of each so that you can make Christmas cards. So let me zoom out just a tiny bit. So there's this side right here, or there's this side. You can use any side you want. You can mix it up a little bit if you want. So I'm going to use the green side, and we're going to layer this right onto our very vanilla card base, just like this. Then we have a piece of cherry cobbler, and we can layer that as well. It's going to go right here in the middle. And then we have this piece. This is from the Swirly Bird die set, and it looks like a little Christmas wreath. So we're going to add a little bit of glue to that, and for the video, I'm just going to use some snail. You might want to use some liquid glue, some mono adhesive. The fine tip glue pen would work great. This just so it's attached on there. going to do that. So the next thing we're going to do is grab our sentiment. My sticker's not on there, but it's this this sentiment right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these markers. We sell 2 of these markers, and we sell these in a set of 2 in the holiday catalog. So what I'm going to do is use the brush tip. I'm going to do some of this sentiment in red, and I'm just using the flat part. I'm laying the tip of the marker flat on the stamp, and then that's how I'm getting the color on there. And you don't have to go fast. It's okay if it dries a little bit. We'll fix that when we're ready. I'm just going to get all of this really good coverage. Then you're going to take the green and you're going to do the same. With the brush tip, we're going to color in the and. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to breathe on this to moisten the ink. We'll bring it back over here, and we're just stamping right below. Hopefully I'll get that nice and straight. Then we have a few other items. The first one, we have these little hollies, leaves, and the berries, and we'll attach them. And the last part for this card is going to be the baker's twine. So I'm just going to have some gold to use red baker's twine as well. So you'll get the baker's twine in the card kit. And what you're gonna do, I told you guys last month for my card kits that this is one of my favorite things to do this year, is to just double up baker's twine. So I'm just going to make a bow. I'm not going to worry about putting it on the card quite yet. I'm just going to make a bow, and that is the next card. So let's put together our very last card for this month. This one is a fun one. It's going to come with a cherry cobbler card base. It will already be folded for you. So I like it if a lot of the work is done and you can just put together your kits and enjoy the cards. So then you're going to have some trees that look like this. You'll have 2 of this color. This is craft. And then you'll have 1 white one that will just look like this. It won't have this on here. This was a little mistake, but you'll just have a plain white tree. And you'll want to stamp on it if you want this, the finished look right there. So the first thing we're going to do is on the bottom of this card, we are going to do cherry cobbler, and we're using the Merry Christmas from this set. So if you want to stamp the tree and you want this sentiment, you'll need this stamp set, which you can save 10% on if you bundle it together. That's how I got mine. I bundled it together and then saved that 10%. So I'm going to use cherry cobbler again. The only 2 inks that I use this month is cherry cobbler and early espresso. That way, if you don't have a lot of ink pads, you can just have cherry cobbler, early espresso. You can do all of your card kit. We'll take the very bottom of the whisper white piece, and we're just gonna wrap our linen thread around here a couple times. Okay, so I put my linen thread on there. I put a glue dot right under the bow just to kind of hold that bow in place and fan it out a little bit. That's a little tip. So now we can just attach the white piece to our cherry cobbler piece. I also put a little bit of tape runner right over my linen thread on the back, and that holds it in place. Okay, so now we have our trees, and we're just gonna lay these out. We're gonna have a craft color tree on each side, and then the white tree is going to go right in the middle with the stamping. So what I like to do is add the craft color trees first. These can just be flat with some adhesive. Well, they can all be flat if you want, but I am going to pop that white tree up. So before I press down, I just like to lay these out just to make sure they're where I want. I kind of make one a little bit higher than the other one just to give it some added dimension so everything's just not straight across the tree, the card. So then this one will go right in the middle. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to press this down. We'll use a couple dimensional right in the middle, just like this. So then we have one other really fun element for this card, and that is going to be these really pretty stars. So you'll have some of these in your kit, and what you'll do is you'll just take some glue. You'll put dots of glue everywhere. So that is our third card, and you can see those stars are on there and it glitters and it's really pretty. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I want to thank you guys for purchasing Stampin' Up! Product from me and supporting my business. I really appreciate it, and this is a fun way for me to give back to you guys. And then also these cards are also used in my card class that I do locally. So that's the other thing that these are used in, which is super fun, that I can do both locally and online. So thank you guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will be back tomorrow with a paper pumpkin video that was supposed to go up last week that didn't. So I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video today. The host code for these card kits will be listed in the YouTube description below or over on my coordinating blog post. I have 2 other videos here for you guys. The first one is the Merry Mice cards that I made, and then the second video is the November calendar page that I have. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.